Welcome, travelers, to my realm of nightmares. Allow me to be your personal assistant. Come in, take a seat, get comfortable. For when you step into my realm, there's no stepping out.
The door swung open, revealing a huge ballroom. The lights had been changed from the normal bright ones to purple, orange, and reds. The windows were covered in loose cloth, making the moonlight weaker as it entered the room. Everyone had on tuxes and dresses, their masquerade masks covering their faces. He looked down at his invitation. "Mr. Kelly, you are invited to a masquerade at my house. Please come after the sun is down and enjoy yourself this Halloween. Mr. Rizzo." He did not remember meeting a man with that last name, but putting the invitation back into his pocket. His suit was black with an orange tie and handkerchief. The shirt was black to make the color pop more. Mike walked into the hall, watching as people danced and had fun. He fixed his fox mask before heading to get a drink. He needed a drink. He stepped carefully, like he was scared to break anything. The floor looked almost brand new. He got to the bar without getting in anyone's way. The bartender was just helping a woman to his right. It only took him a few moments before the man smiled at him. "Hello, sir. What can I get for you this hallowed evening?" Mike blinked a little. "Can I get a shot of tequila? And..." He trailed off, trying to think of what else he wanted. "Sir, can I recommend the host special for this evening?" "The Never-Ending Dancer," the bartender said with the same smile on his face. "I think you will enjoy it." Mike thought for a moment before nodding. "Sure, why not?" The bartender nodded and got back to work. Mike started to look around as he waited for his drinks. He noticed the woman who had gotten a drink before him, sipping on a blue drink, staring at him. It almost seemed to glow in the light. Her white fox mask matched her light dress. "It's a good drink," she said, smiling. "I've already had 2, and I don't like spirits all that much." "Really?" Mike said, smiling. "That must be a good drink then." He took a step closer to her. "Names?" She put her hand up. "Nope. We don't give names tonight. Not real ones anyways. You can call me Vixen." She put her hand out to him like she expected him to kiss it. "Well, Vixen, you can call me Renard then," he said, smiling. With that, the bartender put down his shot and drink, which was the same blue one she had. He grabbed the shot and downed it before taking the drink. "Do you want to hit the dance floor?" He turned back to Vixen, but when he did, she was gone. He looked around him and back at the bartender, who was already busy with the next guest. Mike left out a sigh before he started to walk away. "What an odd night," he thought to himself as he walked. And it's only just started. Once he took a sip of the drink, he blinked. It was different. Nothing he could put his finger on. It was sweet, but not overly, and the alcohol was completely hidden under the flavors. He handed the empty glass to the server passing by. All the servers had on bunny masks, wearing maid outfits. The host must be well off. How did I get invited to this? Was he a customer, maybe? Mike thought as he walked towards the dance floor. He felt a soft hand take his. He looked down at the light blue gloves that Vixen had been wearing. He followed the arm up till he saw her smiling at him. "Forgive my rudeness, but I had to powder my nose," she said, leading him to the dance floor. "Let me make it up to you with a dance, Renard." Before he could say anything, she pulled him close. "Sure." He was unsure about this, but took her other hand and started to dance. "So, how did you get invited?" "Oh, I live here," she said, smiling at him. I am the host's daughter. One of them. She wrinkled her nose. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say anything personal. The laugh she let out was almost music of its own. But that really doesn't tell you who I am. He bit his bottom lip as he looked down at her. One of the host's daughters. She looked to be in her early 20s. I am sorry I made you tell me a secret, Vixen. He spun her around and pulled her close. I guess I'll have to get you another drink to make up for it. She shook her head. No, it's fine. 3 is way too many for me, Renard. She moved her hands closer to his. But I think we can leave the dance floor, and I can show you around. He smiled and nodded before she led him from the dance floor to a door he hadn't noticed before. It had been designed to blend into the wall around it. Vixen pulled him through and closed the door behind them. The hall was dark. The light was very dim. You can't tell anyone I showed you this way. I will be in trouble for showing a guest, Vixen said, leading him down the hall. He looked at the solid walls. The walls were painted black, making everything seem darker. Come on. She tugged on his arm. Mike nodded and followed her down the hall that turned right. Soon, they were heading down spinning stairways. When they got to the bottom, everything seemed a bit brighter. The walls were still black, but there were accents of blue, red, orange, and other colors. Where are you taking me? Mike finally asked. Oh, don't worry. Vixen giggled. We are almost there. See? That's the door right there, she said, pointing to the red door at the end of the hall. You guys really like dark colors, Mike said softly, more to himself. Vixen looked back at him. My father thinks it looks good. She put her hand on the door. Open. The door opened on its own, and he saw a room he did not expect. The room before him had couches, all dark colors, but in the light it was harder to tell what color it was. He took a step before him as his eyes locked on a fountain. In the middle was a statue of a beautiful woman, her hand out as if reaching out to him. Water ran out of her hand. He slowly walked towards it to get a better look. Beautiful, isn't she? Vixen asked as she closed the door. Yeah, really amazing work. He looked over the statue. Her eyes were looking out towards him. Purple. He'd never seen something so lifelike. It's like she's looking at me. But she is. As a new child joins her flock, she will bless you. Mike looked back at Vixen, who had taken off her mask. She was so pale. It had been hard to tell with all the pale colors on her. Her smile was different. Her canines longer. Mike, don't be scared. The goddess of the vampires, Nocturne, has chosen you to join us. Her words were soft. He took a step back, but hit the fountain's edge. You will join us, Michael Kelly. Once you are chosen, you join. He tried to step to the right, but found Vixen there, and the same as he took a step to the left. You are too slow and too weak. She took her gloves off, revealing her long, sharp nails. She will fix that. Before he could even scream, she covered his mouth, and the pain of her fangs piercing his neck was intense. He felt his world go black. Once Vivian was done with Mike, she laid him down in a room filled with others out cold. She giggles. Seems my sisters have been busy as well. She closed the door before heading back upstairs for the next chosen one. Tonight's story was by 242 Reads and was titled The Masquerade. It was day 7 of my 13 days of Halloween. If you enjoyed this, please check out her channel, as she's a fantastic author and narrator and a good personal friend to this channel. Her links will be in the description below. Hey, did you know I have merch? Yeah, crazy, right? But I do. And if you would like to walk around representing my realm and gaining me new travelers, the links will be in the description below. As always, I'd like to say a special thank you to my lovely Patreons, to 42 Reads, Rando Calrissian, Pam, Sidaphine, the Midnight Bard, Creepy Clown Girl, Mia Mina, Philia Noctis, Hair Raising Narratives, and Spooky Boo Scary Story Time. If you'd like to join these lovely travelers but are light on my fire, you can do so by becoming a Patreon as well. The support is always appreciated but never expected. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're new, and ding that bell for all future content.
But as always, travelers, once you step into my realm, there's no stepping out.